Indianapolis, Jeremy Satisfield found the inspiration he needed to turn from troublemaker to role model for other troubled youth.
Jeremy is a very unique young man. I got to meet him last year when I was doing the summer camp director position. He kind of liked to be a little bit of, hey, look at me, you know, I'm here. But he also liked to cause a little trouble from time to time.
I used to get into fights a lot and just didn't know how to calm down.
The day he had the incident, which should have been his last strike, but I kind of brought him in the office. I said, look, tell me what's going on. Well, he was very upset because he loves coming to the Y. And even though he knew he was in trouble, he was mad at himself for being in trouble. I told him, I said, I'm gonna go out on a limb for you. I'm not gonna call anybody. We are going to work this out. That's how we really became really good friends.
She told me things I can do to calm down, and they worked, and we had a point sheet like I did at school, and it helps me out. I used to get points for behaving and not cursing. It helps me a lot because I don't get into fights anymore.
We all worked together as a team, and if we saw him starting to get out of control a little bit, we would kind of rein him back in. And then every day I would check with his progress. How we doing? How we doing? At that point, I had become so attached to him just as a young man that he had just in 3 weeks had come so far.
It's just so great having her as a friend.
School was getting ready to start the following week, and he was afraid that we wouldn't get to see each other again. And I said, no, I'll see you after school. I still have my programs here. I'll be here and there. So I said, I want you to promise me that you're gonna go to school and you're gonna try as hard as you can and you're gonna make really good grades.
When I come to the Y and if I have some homework, I just bring it to the Y and Miss Alice helps me.
So he came up to me a little bit later in the school year to show me his report card. He had done really well.
It's just great for me. I get good grades. I just started studying, and I figured out that I was really smart, and my grades went up.
We've had kids tell us if they've grown up through the Y over the years that if it wasn't for the Y, for them to have a place to come to after school, that they would probably be involved in gangs or drug-related incidents now, because that's where some of the neighborhoods they come from, that was things that was going on in their neighborhood. So the Y is a safe haven for some of these kids.
I feel that he's safe and he's learning.
First I play basketball, then I get on computer, then I go swimming, then I play bumper pool.
I know some kids that's my age, and if I was not at the YMCA, I would probably be doing drugs and selling it. It helped me stay in school by focusing on my grades and keeping them good instead of bad like they used to be.
I wasn't the class clown anymore. I didn't act a fool anymore. I was good.
One of my most proudest moments is when he told me this year that he was going to be able to go to one of our traditional schools. He had been in an alternative school, and a lot of kids do not get out of that school once they get there. So it was a huge accomplishment for him to get to enter back into the traditional school.
Since he's been at the YMCA, he has basically just made a complete turnaround now, and it has helped him so much.
Well, it helped Jeremy calm his anger, stay himself instead of mad all the time, and it helped us by keeping Jeremy settled.
We know that he is in a safe place. He's being taught the right things. He has learned to help other children that has had the same issues that he has.
Well, a lot of kids like me, so I teach them how to control their anger. Say, just calm down, take some deep breaths or stuff like that.
We talked right before school started, and he told me he'd like to be a pediatrician. So we talked about how important it was to stay in school and stay focused, and how important math and science were at this point in time, not only now but down the road. So I would love to see him graduate, not only you know, elementary and middle school and high school with high honors, but to also see that dream come true for him.